Alright guys, I have tattoos. I have strong political views. If you don't like either of them, get the fuck off my channel. You're not paying me. You're here to watch my content. You're gonna have to listen to what I have to say. Otherwise, hit that button right there. I'm not sure where I'm pointing. I could be pointing to Kylie Jenner's forehead. Go somewhere else. Your stupid comments and your criticisms of things that don't have anything to do with the video, they're not helping anybody. They're wasting everyone's time. Stop being a troll. Go, you know what. Okay, let's start. Number one, if you just ordered your Super Sabra lightning bow, at the same time that you do that, go on IWI's website, order the right tool. Yes, you can do it with a flathead. That's great. But you are going to mar the shit out of your barrel locking cam. I'm not sure what they call this. On mine, I also actually even broke the tab off of the end, which we'll get to in a second. So while you're waiting for this, you might as well order one of these as well. They're like 12 bucks, not a big deal. And they make the job a trillion times easier. So I'm gonna set that aside and set that aside. Another note, if you're using this trigger along with a trigger pack, notice how this is completely flat. On the Tavor, the other side is also completely flat. Let me disconnect this for you. I don't want to shoot this across the room. Okay. Completely flat. This side, not completely flat, goes flat and then dips down. If you have a trigger pack that's not fitting into your rifle, this section right here, where the gap under my finger, is the material you need to remove in order for it to fit. I'm not sure why they changed them between the SAR and the X95, but they did, and it's really not that big of a deal. It took about 5 minutes. Drive this pin out, hold the two trigger packs together, take a Sharpie, and trace the section of the other side that you need to remove, and then duplicate it where you actually need to grind it off, because otherwise you'd be tracing the wrong side. Not a big deal, but something to note. So don't even waste the time of sending it back. Geisley will take care of it for you for free. He's posted in a whole bunch of different forums that it's not a big deal. This is I should say, the trigger pack in my rifle is a Timney. It's just what Rainier Firearms had on hand. Shout out to them, rainierfirearms.com. In Washington State. I didn't have to wait for any of this, otherwise I would have ordered this as well. But I ended up having to order another one of those locks anyways, because I was really kind of bummed that I scratched the crap out of it. So, first order of business. Should be obvious, but make sure that your weapon is clear. Second order of business, Phillips head, the bottom of your grip. A lot of you guys have pissed me off lately, so I'm not going to spend too much time, if any at all, editing this. I'm just getting the information out there. Really long screw. Okay. Next. This is already started, but this cotter pin needs to come out. It sits in there. Use a pick. Some people have a problem with a pin or the center pin of this spinning when they're trying to unscrew this side. Just stick something in there to keep it from spinning. You'll notice that this has holes in it, the QD mount. Yeah, right there. So, I'm not even gonna edit that out, deal with it. I've been using those to get torque on the QD mount. So that's what I've been doing that for. This unscrews. I'm not even gonna fast forward that. This comes out. Notice the hole? That's where this cotter pin goes through. Keep these together. Boom. Now, 3mm. Right there. I'm gonna do this kind of off camera. Okay. Boom. Came out. Now, your charging handle and fore end should come out together. These have to come out. Charging handle and fore end have to come out before you even start thinking about messing with this. Otherwise you will crush the charging handle arm, and you'll also crack your gas tube. So now comes the really not that hard part. This gets pushed down and that tab lifts up. See that tab? Maybe, hopefully. Once that tab lifts up, just like that. That little tab just has to be held up. Now we get our barrel wrench on the other side. See that? Rotate clockwise. See how that is now on the outside of the rifle? Boom. Guess what? You're done. That's it. Now from here, you can make your adjustments to your trigger, which is why I'm taking this apart. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but this spring is your factory trigger return spring. I spent about 15 minutes trying to figure out where the hell it went on the Timney trigger. You don't need this anymore. You're done with these two parts. Okay, that's it, guys. Put it back in reverse steps, making sure that all of this is in place the exact way that you took it apart. You will crush your charging rod, I promise. And on top of that, you'll crush your gas tube. Final thought before anyone says anything stupid. Yep, this is the IWI thin plate. My rifle is 18.5 inches, not 16.5. So my overall length is perfectly fine with the real OEM butt pad. So that's it, guys. Hope this helped. Notice that's keeping itself unlocked. Right there. So when you go to lock it again, that tab will put itself back where it's supposed to go, and you're done. Really, really easy. Obviously you go from lock to open, and again that's clockwise, so if you're looking at it this way, you turn that way. And then adjusting your trigger, you really just kind of have to take it apart and put it back together. Take it apart, put it back together. Because you can't access your trigger adjustment with the barreled upper on. So that's it. Hope this helps somebody and makes somebody else's life easier.